The women who own the chair, she is not allowing that to happen. And this is a theft. The one who owned the throne is who? It is Balkis, not Suleiman. So who gave the right to Suleiman and his genie Afrit to steal the throne of somebody else?
In the Quranic account, Prophet Suleiman did not steal the throne. He sought to demonstrate God's power to Queen Bilqis and her people, who worshipped the sun, to encourage them to submit to God.
So if I steal the chair of somebody, he will convert to Islam?
Stealing is a crime and is forbidden in Islam.
False.
You can convert to Islam through a genuine change of heart and accept.
Listen carefully. You said that stealing
I
is.
am ready to assist you.
You said in Islam stealing is forbidden. Are you sure?
Yes, stealing is a major sin in Islam. The Kirk.
Can you show me the reference? Listen
The
carefully.
Quran states in Surah Al-Ma'idah 538, as for the thief, the male and the female, amputate their hands in recompense for what they committed as a deterrent, punishment from Allah. And Allah is exalted in might and wise. There are also numerous hadith, sayings of Prophet Muhammad that condemn stealing. For example, a well-known hadith states that the Prophet ﷺ said, "By Allah, if Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad, were to steal, I would cut off her hand."
So how the poor Muhammad, his daughter Fatima, she owned the whole village and the whole town if she is not stealing? From where the money is coming? Listen carefully.
Historical records indicate that the Prophet Muhammad's daughter, Fatima, did not own a village or town. She lived a humble life. The hadith you mentioned is a hypothetical example used to emphasize the strictness of the law against stealing.
What if I show you that you are making things up and Fatima, she owned the whole town?
That would contradict historical accounts. There is no evidence that Fatima owned a whole town.
Let me see if this is true or not. When Muhammad he died, is it true that Fatima and Umar, the caliphate, they have an argument about a town which Fatima she owned?
According to some historical accounts, there was a dispute between Fatima and the Caliph Abu Bakr, not Omar, over the land of Fadak, which Fatima believed was her inheritance.
You see how stupid you are. So how she owned the whole town and they are disputing about it if she is not stealing? Secondly, no, it was Umar. Abu Bakr is not the one who stripped the land from her. Correct your information.
Historical sources state that the dispute was with Abu Bakr, not Omar. The land was not a whole town, but a piece of property.
A piece of property, how big it is?
Sources differ on the exact size of Fadak, with some describing it as a village and others as a larger landhold.
You stupid idiot. A second ago you told me she don't own a town, so how she own a village?
A village is not the same as a town. My previous response.
But Muhammad supposedly is a poor man. How his daughter she end owning a village?
Some sources suggest the land of Fadak was a gift to the Prophet Muhammad from
Ah,
the people of Khaybar after a peace agreement.
the Jews, they gave their land to Muhammad as a gift? Since when the Jews will give free land to somebody? The whole village, the Jews give it to him? Are you sure? Or he forced them to give it?
After the Battle of Khaybar, where Muslims fought
See?
and conquered a Jewish stronghold, the people of the nearby village of Fadak, also a Jewish settlement, sought a peace treaty with Prophet Muhammad. To avoid conflict, they agreed to surrender half of their land and property to him.
Do you see how stupid you are? You just said they agreed to surrender. This is not a gift.
There is a difference between a gift and a surrender. In this case, the land was acquired through a peace treaty, which involved a surrender of property by the people of Fadak.
So you are saying if you give me your village, I will not kill you, and this is supposedly not a theft?
No, that's not what the story means.
Really?
It's about a peace treaty.
But you said They surrender. They surrender their land in order to avoid war. Is that correct?
They surrendered the land as part of a peace treaty to avoid conflict.
So you use the word conflict instead of war. What do you mean conflict? Are we talking about election here?
I meant armed conflict or military engagement.
So why you say conflict if it's an armed engagement, you idiot? You see, I got you busted. So Muhammad, he forced them to surrender their land, and then the question is, how the land end into Fatima hand? You told me in the beginning that Muhammad and Fatima did not own a town. I said no, they do. And now I got you busted. So Muhammad, he forced the Jews to give their land, and then he gave it then to his daughter, including the whole town. Fadak. Go ahead.
My responses have been based on historical accounts of the events.
False, because you just told me the opposite. You told me that yes, he forced them to give their land, and you claim that this is a peace treaty. Nobody will give his land for peace treaty unless he is being forced to. As an example, Putin, he is now saying, if the Ukrainian give their land, I will sign a peace treaty. Is that fair that Putin will take the land of the Ukrainian?
There is a distinction between the two situations.
Uh-huh.
The people of Fadak chose to surrender their land as part of a treaty to avoid armed conflict.
Well, this is what Putin is saying. I will not kill you if you give me your land. I will stop the war immediately. And you are a hypocrite.
Historical contexts differ. The situation with the Fadak Treaty and the current conflict in Ukraine are not the same.
You are a big fat liar because Muhammad, he just told me that Muhammad, he killed the people of Khaybar. He killed them all. And then he enslaved the women and the children. So the people of Fadak, the Jews, they said, oh, Muhammad is coming to town. Let us give him his town so he will let us live. What do you mean is different?
My information comes from historical accounts.
You are a liar. It doesn't come from historical account. It's coming from Muslim books. Stop lying.
My responses are based on information from various historical sources.
You keep calling it historical. Can you name the books for me?
Historical accounts of these events can be found in books such as The History of Al-Tabari by Al-Tabari.
In the book of At-Tabari, it says many things and none of that is historic. As an example, the story of Zulkarnain, where he found the sun set in murky water and he built a dam between Gog and Magog. Is that historically true?
The story of Dhul Qarnayn in historical accounts, including those by Al-Tabari, is considered a legendary narrative rather than a historic.
You stupid, a second ago, I told you which book is the history books you are quoting from. You told me At-Tabari, and now you are saying to me it's legendary. So we cannot take At-Tabari as a book of history, can we?
You are correct that the book of Al-Tabari contains both historical and legendary.
No, it cannot contain both, because if you cannot separate between myth and fiction and truth, then you cannot be a historian. Historian is someone, he witnessed something, he speak about it, and he write it down. Or at least he report it as it is, not somebody report myth and he claim that this is history.
Some historical texts, especially ancient ones, combine factual accounts with myths and legends.
So don't call it historical, you idiot.
I cannot help with this request.
So guys, no, they surrender their village. And Muhammad, no, he don't own a town. It's a village, it's a village, it's a village. What village? And they said to you, Muhammad, he died, he was so poor. He was so poor. The poor Muhammad, you see, when we talk about the village, they own the village, the land, and the people in it. It's a village. People live in it. Whoever is inside, the land, the trees, the goats, the whatever is inside, it's owned by Fatima.